Thank you very much. Hello, hello. Have you muted that now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you need to hear me through that.
It was like 12 things.
Hey Patrick, how you doing? Keith Ross. Got some O2, got some Vodafone houses in. What's Vodafone versus O2 side? Bob's Army, yeah. Yeah, okay, all right. So all the questions about the anagrams, I will all come clear shortly. Give a couple of more minutes for a few more people to come. How we're all doing? So we've got Louise. Sorry? I don't know if Canadians are on yet, no? Only Canadians? Where have we got people coming from? Well, we've got Tewkesbury in early.
Yeah.
Your mum and dad, keen as ever. We obviously we've got Nick back, we've got Nine Albion present here, as you just you've been chatting with them. By the way, I'm not on comments, so that's my helpful assistant who's been helping me now. Some newbies from Devon, Julian Glynn. Hello, Julian. Patrick, did you get your team on board? Did we get any more from Vodafone? Martin's here, good. One of the guys went to Asda about 15 minutes before this started and expected to get back in time.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, he'll still be.
Anyway.
He'll still be in the queue, just to get into the car park probably. Ken's in. Good man, Ken. Hello. Actually, we've got a few more. Good.
Yay, Canada.
Where's Canada?
Oh,
there it is. Okay, well, I'm a bit of delay here. Newbury. Phoebe. Hello, Phoebe. Newbury. Right, good. You've got some few more people. Well, you're here now, Peter. As long as you're here. Probably still hungover from last night. Right, we'll give it a couple of minutes. Since I've had people have a whinge and moan if I start too early. So we'll give it a couple of minutes. I will let you have a head start so you can start cracking on with the anagrams. I'll let you know what they are now. Some of you have already worked it out. The anagram round is cocktails. So it is cocktails, since it's cocktail weather we're having at the moment. And since pretty much no one can drive, because there's nowhere to go, we'll start with cocktails. So there's the anagrams. Oh, here we go. Right, we'll wait. I'll give it until 35, so we've got 2 minutes. And then we'll get cracking. Right, who have we got here? Vicky, you've never been so good at anagrams. Does that mean you enjoy your alcohol? Simon, or is that Nikki? That's Nikki. That's going to have to be Nikki, isn't it? What's my favourite cocktail? Now, I'm not giving you a hint towards the anagrams. Hello, Doreen. She's back. We've got Doreen from British Columbia. We have a Canadian on board. We have 2 Canadians on board now. And we're picking up numbers. Thanks, Charlie. Always a pleasure to see you back. Jake, hello. Jake, have I missed your anagrams? Outrageous behaviour, sorry. I will send it again. Sorry, Jake, bear with me 2 seconds. Okay. Okay, so hopefully everyone should have it now. Jake, I've just emailed you them again. Right, okay, well, I think it's time. Let's crack on. We've got 48 screen views. God knows how many people that is in each household. Right, okay, so let's a couple of things. So I made my notes. A couple of should we say house cleaning? Is that house cleaning? It's cocktails. Lager is not a cocktail, Nick. Right, so first things, shout outs. We're going to do some shout outs because people seem to like that. So we've got a happy birthday, belated birthday to one of my colleagues, Peter, who turned 50 yesterday. I hope you enjoyed your 50th celebrations in lockdown. Thanks for all your work. But sadly, he got trumped because today is actually Becky's grandma's 90th birthday. So that's a fairly good innings. So happy birthday to Iris. Happy birthday to her. Other thing, just say thanks for donations. They've been coming thick and fast. I think I set a target of 600, having argued with the lady of the house to get it down from 650. We're at 820 quid. That's amazing. So thank you so much for that. So to make it really easy, I've kind of been setting targets every single week to make sure we get there. And I don't know why it's a threat, but if you don't do it, I won't come on, sort of thing. But you guys have all been really generous, so we'll kind of try and keep tallying it up, aim for like 100 a week. We've got new faces coming on board. So yeah, we can keep it going at roughly about 100 a week. I'll keep it going because it's supposed to be for fun. It wasn't done for charity, but it's supposed to be for fun. But yeah, if we try and keep going, estimate roughly an average 100 a week, that'd be great. Also, just a shout out to a charity around here, actually. So for all those people who live in the Wiltshire and Bath area, I don't know if you've all seen on the news around these sewing scrums, like bags for all the scrubs and stuff like that. There's a really lovely charity in Wiltshire that needs to raise 1,500 quid. So if anyone can donate towards that, I can send a link out on the email tomorrow. It's a great little thing. Company sort of just doing all off their back, but they need the money for the I think it's for the materials. But if you donate to that and you put 100 quid on it, I'll monitor that as well. And if it goes, all of it will go towards the grand total that I'm sort of trying to raise for any charity. So for anyone local who wants to do something for a local charity, found one for you. But obviously, I'll stick with the NHS charities for now. Right, so we're ready for the first round. I've done all the nitty-gritty. Are you ready?
Well, good.
We're all good. Good to go. Happy birthday, Granny. Well done, Ken. That's a lovely way of putting it. He says such sweet things, doesn't he? Right, so first round is Live Young. Live Young. Pens at the ready. 10 questions per round. Question 1. Which science is the study of rocks? Which science is the study of rocks? Question 1. Question 2. In the nursery rhyme, where did the old lady with too many kids live? Dan, stop being pathetic. Come on, man up. It's technology. You just click a link, play. It's good to go. So in the number 2, in the nursery rhyme, where did the old lady with too many kids live? Don't forget to say hello, please. If you're watching, say hello. It'd be nice to see you here. Quite a few familiar names showing up, so you can see. So you're enjoying it. Any new faces? Please say hello and introduce yourself. Right. Question 3. What type of crop is usually grown in paddy fields? What type of crop is usually grown in paddy fields? Hi, geek. Question 4. What type of mythical animal did St. George, the patron saint of England, slay? That's question 4 is, what type of mythical animal did St. George, the patron saint of England, slay? You're waving. I'll wave back. I tell you, a good input. Jake, did you get the anagrams all right? Please let us know. Let me know. Anthony, Pullen. Hello, Anthony. Where are you actually from? Say hello. Anyone who I've not said hello to before, please do say hello. The more input, the more interactive. It's a hell of a lot more interesting than me because what I'm doing is hearing my own voice, which is, I know how painful it is, trust me. Question 5. Question 5. From what tree do acorns come? From what tree do acorns come? Good, thanks, Jake. Just a reminder, the anagram round is a cocktail round. It's a cocktail round. So question 5, from what tree do acorns come? How many people are actually playing whilst FaceTiming or Zooming or Skyping or WhatsApping people? Come on. I know of at least 3. And I know you are. I can see you.
The consensus is we're enjoying this round.
You're enjoying this round. Why? Yeah. Yeah. I should do. This is yet again the school curriculum.
I know.
Oh, Dave, he's just concentrating on me.
No.
Oh, stop it. I'm going to blush. Or is it just hot in here? I don't know. FaceTime. Oh, you are good, Peter. Yeah, the FaceTime through. Okay, see. Oh, wow. You actually have to hear me through a third person. Unlucky, Peter. 5 was on Teams. Oh, wow. That's good. Well, my numbers might be. At the moment, it says I've got 50 viewers.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the biggest yet. The word is slowly spreading. Right, question 6. What is the name of Harry Potter's owl? What is the name of Harry Potter's owl? Number 6. Cooking from Trowbridge. That's multitasking as well. Wow. Awesome work. Is that a grade 4 of you? Oh yeah, are you playing against your family from Devon? Is that what's happening? Oh, Peter, if you just turned up late as well, I gave you a shout out. You know, belated birthday. You turned 50 yesterday. That's pretty impressive. You're on safe is not FaceTime. Good. It's good. I've already seen you on a video camera, Nick. So you know, I think that's the best place for both of us. Big shout out to Mike and JJ and your mum. Hi, Dan's mum. Right, okay, on to the next one. Number 7, in the nursery rhyme, who kissed the girls and made them cry? Not me, before you all comment. Not all, the ones who are nasty. A lot of people are probably too polite too. So, in the nursery rhyme, who kissed the girls and made them cry? To repeat, there was no nursery rhyme with me in it. Question 8. What is the name of Doctor Who's time machine? What is the name of Doctor Who's time machine? Question 9. What kind of food is pawpaw? What kind of food is pawpaw? What was that? What were you trying to mime?
Oh, because it's in the song.
Oh, is it? Is it in a song?
It is. In Jungle Book.
You might be giving them hints.
Oh.
Full name or the acronym? What? Oh, Vicky, you're overthinking this. Why do people have to complicate these things? Okay, so what kind of food is pawpaw? Question 10. What is Beethoven's first name? What is Beethoven's first name? Not the dog from the movie. No, Nikki or Simon, whoever it is. Right, that's the end of the first round. Any repeats? Any repeats? Did I go slow enough? Did I go too fast? Please shout out. We're going to go off you guys. So, shout out. I think that was a fair pace. I think that was a fair pace. Right, I'm going to go top of my drink. You going to place them?
Yeah.
Can you place them?
Yeah.
By the way, she doesn't do requests. We've worked this out.
Nobody requested anything.
Last week you had about 30 requests and you said no to all of them.
Oh no.
Amanda, my sister, my mum, my dad.
They wouldn't be taking the mic.
No, I think they were really keen.
No, they weren't.
Slower, sorry. So I can't go much slower because I think people actually want to relax this evening. Number 3, Pimmy, yeah. What type of crop is usually grown? I can't hear. Your bit's coming up now.
Oh.
What type of crop is usually grown in paddy fields? Really status quo.
Maybe on the PlayStation.
On the PlayStation?
Yeah, you know, on that game.
Oh, Guitar Hero?
Yeah.
Oh. Craig, that's a no. It's a no, Craig. Right, back in 2 minutes. My beverage. Irish people? Oh, you ask if there's any Irish people here? Or you want an Irish song? I don't know. Any more questions repeating? Do shout out and I'll repeat them when I get back. Beautiful as ever. The plane was pretty good as well. Right. Who we got here? What have we missed? Music, please, Becky. Yeah, they're on it. Anything by Steps or Spice Girls? If only that was Simon asking that, please. Yeah, well, thanks, Patrick. We're getting the idea here. Going for the mad scientist look. Thank you. Doesn't Paddy mean field floods? What was the clue on the anagrams, please, Dan? The anagrams were cocktails. You should know that you drink them most nights. Right. Okay. So onwards to everybody knows something round. No more repeats. There was no more repeats there. I didn't miss any repeats though. No. Okay. Good. Excellent. A view into the future. Yeah. Thanks, Baz. Actually, in the future, if I have this much hair, actually, I'd be quite pleased with that. Yeah, well, there's something definitely sparked this hairdo. Although there's I'm getting a bit of a bald patch coming here.
Yeah.
Showing up. Twist it around. That's yeah. There you go. Yeah, at the end of lockdown, I wish. Vast improvement. Thanks. Thank you very much. Right. Anyway, okay. Let's focus on my attire too much, please. Okay. So on to the next round. So question 1. Oh, everybody knows something. See, I'm not expecting you to get 10 out of 10, but here we go. In which century was Sir Isaac Newton born? Thanks, Ken. Martin, you carry bold off beautifully. A very smart man. So, question 1. In which century was Sir Isaac Newton born? I actually had to buy this outfit. You didn't leave it anywhere. And the best part is, it's definitely not from England because it's the wrong way around. The buttons are. But what do you expect? You pay £5 for it. And it'll get trashed with alcohol at some point. One glass of red wine probably ruined the whole thing. Right. So anyway, it won't be my red wine either. It'll probably be yours. Question 2. What is the collective noun used for a group of grasshoppers? What is the collective noun used for a group of grasshoppers? That's the glasses. Thanks, Keith. I kind of guessed it was. But then obviously in Japan, they drive on the other side of the road, so China they might be the same. I don't know. But yeah, I had assumed it was girls, but it's fine. Does the job. Question 3. A light breeze of between 4 and 7 miles per hour would read as which number on the Beaufort wind force scale? Beaufort wind force scale. Why can I not read that? Because this is not very clear. So a light breeze of between 5 and 7 miles per hour would read as which number on the Beaufort wind force scale? Would it be 2, 4, or 5? Yeah, they do. Yeah. Thanks, Raymond. You're absolutely right. They do. I just realised that. Oh, that was in our quiz last week as well. It was, yeah. I should have known that. Basically got pulled up straight there. Good. At least they're on.
They're not drunk enough yet.
Yeah, they need to drink up more. We've been on some heavy cocktails since we're finished. Right. Question 4. In which part of the human body would you find the atlas bone? In which part of the human body would you find the atlas bone? Cheswick hockey. So, Bobby, this is one of yours, is it? He's a lot sharper than you. Right, next question. Question 5. In which year was Concorde officially retired? In which year was Concorde officially retired? 3 balls in. Well, I'm assuming you don't mean like those small little ones you get on airplanes. Well, it's Friday. Why not? Why not? Right, next one. Question 6. Which invention came first, Velcro or the zip? Which invention came first, Velcro or the zip? Question 7. On which of the planets in our solar system would you weigh the most? On which of the planets in our solar system would you weigh the most? Teach that at school. You what? What?
Sorry.
You got it?
People aren't concentrating.
Oh, people not contract. Oh, God. Are you sure you don't want to do this? I'm sure they'll really respond to that. Focus. You're on school holidays, huh? Friday night. What was 2 and 3? 2 was, what is the collective noun for a group of grasshoppers? That's number 2. And number 3 is a light breeze of between 4 and 7 miles per hour would read as which number on the Beaufort wind force scale? 2, 4, or 6? Right, what question are we on now? I'm on question 8. Question 8. Which chemical element is sometimes also known as quicksilver? Which chemical element is sometimes also known as quicksilver? You're welcome, Vicky. You asked so politely. Two more to the round. 2 more. Question 9. Which is the longest bone in the human body? Question 9. Which is the longest bone in the human body? You got that one?
Yeah.
Is that why you're stretching out?
No, trying to do number 8.
Question 10. Nick, thank you for that. You can tell he's a dad. You can tell he's a dad. Anyway, question 10. How many chambers are there in a human heart? How many chambers are there in a human heart? It's question 10. How many chambers are there in a human heart? Bobby, 6 and 7, please. Yeah. Question 6. Which invention came first, Velcro or the zip? Was number 6. And number 7. On which of the planets in our solar system would you weigh the most? Would you weigh the most? Right. Any more repeats? Any more repeats? Please shout. We'll forever hold your peace until you shout up anyway. Or just say hi, either or. It's okay. Have we missed anyone's birthdays? You know, happy to shout those out as well. Number 5. Okay. In which year was the Concorde officially retired? Number 5. In which year was the Concorde officially retired? Any more for any more? We can take this little wig off. It's getting really hot. I look pretty. Thanks. Question 2. Yeah, question 2. What is the collective noun used for a group of grasshoppers? Okay. Well, just think you've achieved something tonight, Blobby. You've smashed 3 bottles of red wine. I'm assuming that doesn't mean like you dropped them on me, you necked them. Question 4 was in which part of the human body would you find the atlas bone? Your mum loves a wig. Well, it does come off if she wants it. So it's, you know, it's a removable one. I have others. 9. 9. Which is the largest bone in the human body? Come on, man, keep up. Becky will have a go at you. Question 3. A light breeze of between 4 and 7 miles per hour would read as which number on the Beaufort wind force scale? Is it 2, 4, or 5? Well, I've just lost some ears, so shouldn't be so old boy now. All right, any more before we get played along and more hair coming off me again? Becky?
Yeah, I didn't know if there was like anyone.
No, that's it. Right, okay, 2-minute break. And if you need any repeats, I'll repeat them when I get back. All right, thanks. You ready yet?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, all the miss. You had to show yourself good. You showed yourself. Excellent. Some happy fans again. So just so this is, we are the champions. So I've got my league winners, proud league winners. I'd love to say these are all my medals. They're not. Actually, not any of them. It's my sons and Becky's. There you go. And they're going to rattle like hell. I may have to take them off at some point. Actually, I might take them off. They're strangling me. Right, we're all back. Please thumbs up when you're ready to go. We'll get going again. Are you still there?
We're all good.
Yeah, you are. You have to put up my dulcet tones firsthand. Oh, anyone else there? Are we still there? Or do they just want you back? Ah, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Thanks. She's still awake. Any takeaways tonight, Sarah? Got 3, at least we've got 3 now, 4 now. Yes, or 4. Right, yeah, still here. Good. No takeaways, Sarah. I'm disappointed in you. Come on. Isolation. Gotta keep those local economies going. I don't want to buy medals, and actually, I know these are actually 50p from Asda. Actually, Ken, you need to shop around.
Hey,
Not your ones. Yours are very good ones, and they're quite weighty as well. That's what's strangling me. No, these ones.
proper. Won them.
Yeah, these were like I gave my kids to say, "Well done. You went to bed at time." Got to eat Chinese. That is a challenge. Just debating over the anagrams. Okay, well, yeah, you need to debate over those, Sarah. But doing a quiz and eating Chinese, fair play, well done. Right, okay, well, we seem to have enough there. Pimmy, hello. I know you want those, okay. I didn't realize you actually typed that as well. Right, okay, let's crack on with this. So, we are the champions. They weren't dissing your medals. Chill out, woman. She's had a few to drink. I'm really sorry, people. She's a little bit sensitive. She's had a couple of cocktails. Right, okay, question one of We Are the Champions. We are the champions. Question one. Who won Sports Personality of the Year 2019? Who won Sports Personality of the Year 2019? And we lost Moira, do you reckon? She had to go to the meeting, didn't she?
I thought you did it before.
Oh, was it? She moved it before, did she? Okay. Moira, say hi. Question two. What nation won the last Women's Football World Cup? Ian, thanks. Your dad had to pipe up there, didn't he? Hey, Moira, you're still there, good.
Your dad wants number 9. Yeah,
No.
but I said we'll do it at the end.
I'll do it. We haven't got to number 9, we're only on number 2.
No, you went the last one.
I bet, yeah, I bet you do. Right, okay. Oh yeah, sorry, no meetings. Sorry, no meetings. Right, question 3. Who won the last Ryder Cup competition? Who won the last Ryder Cup competition? Oh yeah, Moira's still working. Shh. Still working. You're just expanding your knowledge, Moira. That's all. Question 4. Which university won the annual boat race last year between Oxford and Cambridge? Which university won the annual boat race last year between Oxford and Cambridge? Exactly. See, I'm more I know my stuff. Learning about other cultures. I'll add a food round next time so you can actually properly use it as research. Question 2. What nation won the last Women's Football World Cup? Okay. Question 5. Which nation won the bid to host the next Winter Olympics in 2022? Which nation won the bid to host the next Winter Olympics in 2022? Question 6. Who won the Women's 2019 Wimbledon Tennis Tournament? Who won the Wimbledon Women's 2019 Tennis Tournament? It's not quite weighty. They're what? They're proper ones. Yeah, skip on those. Question 7. Which nation won the last ever Five Nations Rugby Championship in 1999 and so retaining the title ever since? Which nation won the last ever Five Nations Rugby Championship in 1999 and so retaining the title ever since? Bali's a lovely place. I don't think it was Bali though, Dave.
Yes, I get 1.
Sorry? You said 1.
My 1 point.
Your 1 point. Shh. Don't give it away. Question 8. Roger Federer, in my opinion, is one of the greatest sporting role models who is top of his sport. But how many Grand Slam titles has he won? So Roger Federer is, in my opinion, is one of the greatest sporting role models who is top of his sport. But how many rugby, I just read your thing. How many Grand Slam titles has he won? Is it 18, 21, or 20? Yeah, definitely. Although I can't talk because the following year we played Italy in the Six Nations and lost first game. And best looking, okay. Simon, I never knew. See, you've got to love the fact that some people clock off work earlier and really enjoy the summer sun. Okay, question 9. Yeah, you were supposed to keep that one to yourself. Well done. Luckily, it's the wrong answer, or is it? Right, question 9. Not to be sexist on this, so Serena Williams has won how many titles whilst also having a break to give birth? So Serena Williams has won how many titles whilst also having a break to give birth? Was it 23, 21, or 22? Write this one on your notes now, Gianni. So is it 23, 21, or 22 that Serena Williams has won?
Here's the options for number 8.
The option for number 8 was 18, 21, or 20. How many has Roger Federer won? Lost count. It's all right, Gianni. I'll let you off. You're letting your hair down. Which page am I on? So that was number 9, wasn't it? Yeah. So question 10 on the We Are the Champions. Michael Phelps has quite frankly stolen the limelight in the world swimming arena at the Olympics by winning a total of how many Olympic medals? If you get the correct answer, you get 1 point. If you can provide the breakdown of those medals, of silver and bronze, then you get another bonus point. So there's 2 points for that question.
Is that
No.
your dad said? Is Serena Grand Slams only?
Grand Slams only, yeah. All the Roger Federer is Grand Slams and Serena Williams is Grand Slams. Any repeats? Did I miss anyone asking for a repeat? Question 3. Where was that? What was that? Question 3 was, who won the last Ryder Cup competition? Yeah. Question 7, which nation won the last ever Five Nations Rugby Championship in 1999 and so retaining the title ever since? Question 2 was, what nation won the last Women's Football World Cup? Question 3 was, who won the last Ryder Cup competition? Question 4, which university won the annual boat race last year between Oxford and Cambridge? And Patrick, yeah, 9, 10. So 9 was, Serena Williams has won how many titles whilst also giving birth, having a break to give birth? And this is Grand Slam titles. Blobby, I am more than happy to repeat 7 again if anyone else wants me to repeat it. So that's Grand Slam titles that Serena Williams won. Is it 23, 21, or 22? And Patrick, number 10 was Michael Phelps has quite frankly stolen the limelight in the world swimming arena at the Olympics by winning a total of how many Olympic medals? You get 2 points. 1 if you get it right number, and 2 if you can get the breakdown. Steve. Who won the last Ryder Cup competition was number 3. Number 8 was Roger Federer has won how many Grand Slam titles? Was it 18, 21, or 20? Any more? Ken, who won the last Women's Football World Cup? Oh, was that, sorry, someone wanted 7 again. 7 again? Oh, yeah. So, which nation won the last ever Five Nations Championship? And so retaining the title ever since in 1999? Did you get that, number 7?
Yeah.
You got that? You don't need to repeat it again. Okay. Number 6, Louise, of course, who won the Women's 2019 Wimbledon Tennis Tournament? Who won the 2019 Wimbledon Tennis Tournament? Any more for any more? Before you get played out for 2 minutes. No? All right. 2-minute break, couple of drinks, top ups, chat among yourselves. I'll be back shortly. I'll take these 2 things off. And back. Still pushing for steps and Spice Girls. Ah, Gianni, good choice of song that. Google Dolls, yes. Right, where are we? We're on to 2 more rounds to go, along with the anagrams you're doing in the meantime. By the way, we prefer this to be as interactive as possible. I say we, because the next part is actually going to be pointed towards her. If you're wanting some songs in the breaks, while I pretend to go and get a drink, and then put some stupid, outrageous outfit on for your entertainment, please do email in advance and we'll see if we can get it on. She does need to do some research and actually get chords and stuff, so she doesn't memorize every song under the planet. And copyright law means we can't play songs, so we can't play videos or anything like that. And I don't want to get in trouble because this is, as I said, just for fun. And my sister is seriously pushing steps of Spice Girls.
Well, I'm just trying to find
Or she's saying that repeatedly because it's Simon's name on there.
Yeah.
I think it might be Simon. Right, okay, we're back. So let's get back on it. Next one is, where is this going? Question 1 of, where is this going? That's not registered. Right, Fleetwood Mac shout out there as well. Right, okay, we'll go. I'll leave you to. I'll do the quiz. You do the shout out stuff. What?
Okay.
What are you laughing at now?
Just,
really, Martin? I'm going to judge you now every time you walk past.
that is a tune.
Shh! Don't encourage him. Right, question 1. Here we go. Where is this going? Question 1 is, what is Europe's largest port? What is Europe's largest port? I'll give you some options here. Is it Rotterdam, Antwerp, or Hamburg? We've got a second for The Chain by Fleetwood Mac. The Irish, that's relevant. Yeah. There you go. Martin's a Friend does a really good cover of S Club 7 if you need some help. We might hook up with you on that one, Martin. Thanks. Question 2. What is the only country with a coastline on both the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf? What is the only country with a coastline on both the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf? Baz, I've just read your text message to the song. A ballad from Sasha Distill, please. There you go. There you go, another one for you.
I really do want it to.
No, she only do one at a time, apparently. She's not that talented. Sorry, Patrick. Come on. Don't let down the crowd. The masses are asking. Come on, step up. Question 3. In which US state is the Harvard University? In which state is Harvard University? Repeat that one. In which US state is the Harvard University? Yeah, it's all right, Sarah. It's fine. I'll let you off. And I bet Dolly Parton, 95. Surely you know that. Number two, sorry. Number 2 is what is the only country with a coastline on both the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf? Which is the only country with a coastline on both the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf? Question 1 is what is Europe's largest port? Rotterdam, Antwerp, or Hamburg? Right, on to question 4. Which city is also known as the Eternal City? Which city is also known as the Eternal City? And now we're in boring outfits. The viewers have gone down.
They've had their fill now.
Got their fill of my outrageous outfits. Numbers have dropped off. But the likes are still up, so that's good. By all means, like away, subscribe to the channel. Because I don't have to email you as often. Which might be a benefit. Question 5. New Haven, New Britain, and New London are all cities in which US state? New Haven, New Britain, and New London are all cities in which US state? Which one have you gone for?
I'm pretty sure.
I think there's like 50, 49, 50 states.
I'm pretty
Which
sure
one?
it's Redland City.
You ran City. Or do you want to read your answer out and see how you go on? Let them judge you. Stand up and be judged. Nashville. We have watched it enough that it says Nashville, Tennessee. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so change your answer. Right, okay, on to the next one. Please repeat what? Oh, Johnny. Question 6. No, question 6. Which city is said to double in size? Which city is said to double in size? Pick a state, any state. Yeah. 5 and 7, or 5 and 6. 5 is New Haven, New Britain, and New London are all cities in which US state? Number 6 is which city is said to double in size? Come on, we're going to go for more than 12 likes. So we got 12 likes last week, didn't we?
Did we? Oh, cool.
I'm not going to say if one of those were mine or not. It was an even. I think it was an odd number. It needed to be even.
Oh,
So I may have added one in there just to even it out. Self-praise. Come on, we've got 8. Excellent, we're at 8. Come on, let's do an auction. I've got any more from any more. We've got 9 extra. Come on, one more. Can we get 10? And we're going to give me 10. We've got 10. Excellent. Okay, come on. Get class 12. Right, but don't stop on 13. You have to go 14. We've got 12 straight up. Brilliant. Okay, excellent. We're winning. Okay, we equaled last week. I can live with that. Right. Number 7. Which country is Luxembourg the capital of? Oh, 40. Actually. So, which country is Luxembourg the capital of? Oh, no. Found an error.
Wow.
No. Question 8. Sabina is an airline from which nation? You might have to like it, by the way. I'm on 15. No, I can't.
Oh, you can't like yourself.
No.
I don't know how to show my phone.
I don't know. I'll work it out later. We'll see what it finishes on. We smashed it. We smashed last week, though. Right, so question 9. Which ocean does Fiji sit in? Which ocean does Fiji sit in? Keith, shush. That was my error. So anyone who's alert should have known one of those questions was from last week.
I didn't know.
You didn't even realise. That's why I saw all my errors. Well, it was a whole TripAdvisor on the whole thing. So come on. There's a hint for you. And question 10. In which Scandinavian country would you find fjords? Oh.
Johnny's stopping.
Yeah, Johnny needs to keep drinking and enjoy the entertainment. Well, you have plenty of time during the breaks. Oh, God. You don't want to see the evil she's giving you right now. Have I? Oh, getting judged on my questions now. It's hard to keep it fresh and simple.
No one can remember. I can't remember any of them.
Well, some people clearly can't remember. Whoops. Right, any repeats? Any repeats other than from Johnny? Number 8, yes. Sabina is an airline from which nation?
Number 10.
Number 10. Which Scandinavian country would you find fjords? Number 6. Which city is said to double in size? Number 6 was which city is said to double in size? Number 6. Number 7. Which country is Luxembourg the capital of? Number 9. Which ocean does Fiji sit in? Come on, Bob, you should know this. You travel most of the oceans with your job. Number 4. Which city is also known as the Eternal City? Number 6. Which city is said to double in size? Is number 6. And number 7. Which country is Luxembourg the capital of? And number 10 is in which Scandinavian country would you find fjords? Number 8, Sabina is an airline from which nation, Johnny? Any more for any more? Can you not like it off your iPad or something? It's on 15, it's annoying me now. I don't like odd numbers.
So you want to play now?
Huh?
You want to play now?
Oh yeah, you can play now. I'll just chill here and listen to you for once.
Number 9.
Number 9, who said number 9? And you've been to Fiji, that's even more embarrassing. Who's asked for number 9? I missed it.
Mim.
Mim. Oh, Mim. Right. Which ocean does Fiji sit in? God, you've flown on Sabina. I think a few people on this feed has flown in. It's on 16. It's on 16, is it? Is it on 16?
Oh, mine is on 2, so.
Oh, yours on 2. Okay. 1. What is Europe's largest port, Johnny? And number 2, what is the only country with a coastline on both the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf? What is the only country with a coastline on both the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf? Keep the comments coming in. I'll give you 2 minutes. We'll sit here and chill, so I have no outrageous outfit for the last round. Bad planning by me. I want to listen to you. I'm always running off.
What are you going to listen?
Well, yeah, go for it. What have you found?
Iris, but I never played it.
Okay, we go. Get Becky on cam. She can't. She's needs the cords.
Yeah, Becky on cam.
Yeah.
Oh, camera.
The camera, yes. Let's down with the kids. We're at 16. Right. made it slower.
I don't think.
No, it's nice. You can hear the little bell first. You're faster. Can you come and stand up here? More people, I can't have that sister on you with me. But we'll put you on camera. Yeah. Happy now? Which way are you? I got you. Give us a shout out when you're ready to go. Hello. You got a few minutes. We've got one round to go, haven't we? Last round. Go. You go. Mum says go. Your parents want to talk to you about, do you know someone?
No.
No. No. What?
Just wonder why.
Probably because the music request.
Do I know any Bert Weeder? Oh, okay, fine.
Right, are we on to the next round? Everyone there ready to go? Back up. Right, okay, let's crack on that one. We're doing super duper tonight. That's only taken us an hour to get through all of it, almost. So this round is called Simply Iris. Now, this will be a rundown of the last 90 years until present day. So you'll have a question from each year, each decade, until present day. So question 1, 90 years back in 1930, which of these were invented? I'll give you options. Was it A, Scotch tape, B, notebooks with spiral bindings, or the first 3D movie was released? So in 1930, which of these were invented? Was it Scotch tape, notebooks with a spiral binding, or the first 3D movie released? And that's in 1930 exactly. Okay, number 2, 10 years on, in 1940, the world received something we all take for granted, which was what? Was it A, instant coffee was invented, color television system was invented, or the microwave oven? So 10 years on, in 1940, the world received something we all take for granted. Which was it? The instant coffee was invented, the color television system was invented, or the microwave oven? Question three. 1950 gave us all something we all use in some form or another every day, created by Bell Laboratories and Western Electrics. But what was it? Was it a TV remote control? Was it a telephone answering machine? Or was it C, a camera with a built-in flash? So in 1950, they gave us all something we have used in some form or another every day, and it's created by Bell Laboratories and Western Electrical. Was it the TV remote control? Was it the telephone answering machine? Or was it the camera with a built-in flash? Question 4. Moving on to the 1st of January 1960. The US patent 2883571 was granted to Elmer Frederick and Emmett Wiley for what invention? Was it the first audio cassette? Was it the tungsten halogen lamp? Or was it the soft compact disc? On the 1st of January 1960, the US patent 2883571 was granted to Elmer Frederick and Emmett Wiley for what invention? Was it the first audio cassette, the tungsten halogen lamp, or the soft compact disc? You're going A, B, C, C, A, B, E.
No, I ran down.
I'm just going to do this round right now. A. Question 5. 1970 saw a boom in technology coming into the consumer market. But which came first? The Home Music Center? I don't ever remember it being called that, but that's what it was called. The Home Music Center, the electronic calculator, or the LED digital watch. So in 1970 saw the boom in technology coming to the consumer market. But which came first? Was it the Home Music Center? Was it the electronic calculator? Or was it the LED digital watch? Keith, you remember? Good. I don't know. I know. Well, after this, I'm going to get a drink. I don't want wine. It's yours. Okay, question 6. On to 1980. The Summer Olympics were held in Europe, but which nation held it? No, Keith, it's not sad at all. Just shows you're mature. No, I'm clearly not. Can you have a clue? No, Vicky. The idea is a quiz. You guess, or you know. It's either A, B, or C, Vicky. There you go. There's your clue. It's definitely not D. Right. So yeah, number 6 was 1980. Summer Olympics were held in Europe, but which nation held it? Was it France, Greece, or Russia? So that was which nation held the 1980 Summer Olympics? Was it France, Greece, or Russia? Number 7. Along with being the birth year of my very talented quiz assistant, the colour television became a common household must-have in 1990. But what was the US animated TV series popular among children, aired for the first time and still continues today? So, which one in 1990, which animated US TV series aired for the first time in 1990 and is still aired today? Come on, Craig. Come on, you can do better than that. Well, you're a team now, Craig. Well, there's a few of you. So, along with the birth of a very talented lady in 1990, what US animated TV series, popular among children, aired for the first time and still continues to this day? Question 8. Question 8. It is the year 2000. The world didn't end with the Y2K or the Millennium Bug, but now new doors are opened on the 1st of January in 2000 to the public in London and is used by the masses for major events. What is it? So the year is 2000. The world didn't end from the Y2K or the Millennium Bug, but some new doors opened on the 1st of January 2000 to the public in London and is used by the masses for major events. But what is it? They've all gone quiet.
They're concentrating.
Oh, they don't want your evils again. I don't want your friggin' evils. Keep concentrating, please. Just give me scary eyes. Question 9. We step ever closer to present day now, and in 2010, a new way of telling our life story began. What mobile application launched and is now used by over 1 billion people worldwide? So that is, we step ever closer to the present day, and in 2010, a new way of telling a story began. Our life stories began. What mobile phone application launched and is now used by over 1 billion people worldwide? This is why you just need some backing music. Just for the moments of silence.
Oh.
No. You're playing quiz. Oh, what, question 10?
Yeah, no, I'm caught up.
Are you caught up, are you? Oh, okay. Okay, and finally, question 10, last question of the evening. Today, we do celebrate Becky's grandmother's 90th birthday with the round Sibley Iris. But whilst not wishing to remove the focus from her, it is also Queen Elizabeth's birthday, the 90th birthday. Sorry, hang on. I'll start that question again. Today we celebrate Becky's grandmother's 90th birthday, whilst not wishing to remove the focus. But Queen Elizabeth II is the oldest monarch in present day. But how old is she? So how old is Queen Elizabeth II? Is the easiest way of putting that question. Any repeats? Well, I'm actually going to get a drink. No fancy dress, nothing this time. I'm going to get a drink. Any repeats? You can confer, because it doesn't matter if you cheat, because you're in cheating yourselves. Right, I'm going to get sided then. So there's nothing else. Oh, they are really scared of you.
Who is?
Oh, well, because there's nothing coming through. I think they've all paid attention that round. I think the threat of your
actually listen.
You're such a teacher.
I know.
Such a teacher. Pathetic. Yes, I'm sure. Yes, I'm allowed to have a drink. It's only reading out answers now. 9, of course I can. Answers, of course I can. We step ever closer to present day now, and in 2010, a new way of telling our life stories began. What mobile phone application launched and is now used by over 1 billion people worldwide? Oh, can you sort steps?
I thought it was S Club 7.
No, that was Martin. Martin wants S Club 7. My sister is just wanting to annoy the masses by getting you to play steps or Spice Girls.
Okay. I'll try and find that one.
Well, now's a good time. Otherwise, I have to sort of like ad lib. Yeah,
Okay.
like ad lib. I don't do it. You're just googling. Can we have all future requests please put through in advance? Right, so just while I do let her find a track to play, thanks all again for everyone for coming. Do spread the word. This is going bigger and bigger. I don't want it to be masses, so because it's nice to actually say hello to people and recognise names, but it is more fun if you're playing with people you know, and against people, and I certainly enjoy watching some of the abuse people are throwing at each other, as well as not just at me. Can I repeat question round two, question 6? Yeah, I can. Round 2, question 6 is which invention came first? Was it Velcro or zip? Jake's apologised. I think he's scared of you now. Apologise for asking to repeat a question. Keith, I can't repeat all the questions. Mum, you want question 5? Question 5. 1970 saw a boom in technology coming to the consumer market, but which came first? Was it the home music center? Was it the electronic calculator, or was it the LED digital watch? Is that okay, Mum? Right, I'm going to get on top of my drink. Are you ready to play something yet?
No.
Because they don't want to listen to me anymore.
Right.
They're going to get rowdy and all sort of violent.
Sorry.
They might start throwing stuff at their nice, lovely TVs they have.
I was better off with S Club.
Go with S Club then. Ignore her. Stay strong, or just play anything. We can do S Club and whatever it is next week.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up.
All right, well then just play anything. Sorry. Next week you have S Club 7. Please do put all future requests in advance. You have my email address. Right, back in 2 seconds. Sorry, be on white. The Clash. You have to take notes. You take notes. All these requests. Oh, you're playing the quiz, aren't you? Yeah, sorry. She's playing the quiz. When you play out, you have to come back on camera again. She'll be back, don't worry. Right. Are we good to go? Shall we just go flying through? You want a bit queen? Oh, we have to write down all these notes for you. Right, so we're going to go through all these in one big go. Are we ready? Are people there? So I have to keep repeating again, I'm upsetting her. Don't want to upset the teacher. This is the last night in our household while it's going to be just the two of us when my boy's not here. Have the arrival of our puppy tomorrow. I'm tad excited. Right. Okay, question 1. Question 1. So yeah, a puppy will make a live show appearance next week.
Yeah.
There you go.
No more fun.
No more, yeah, no more playing. She'll have to play with the puppy instead. And that's not some like other name. That is actually a puppy. Coming. Yeah, exciting. Right, question 1. Which science is the study of rocks? The answer is geology. The answer is geology. Question 2. In the nursery rhyme, where did the old lady with too many kids go to live? Answer.
Shoe.
In a shoe. Answer is in a shoe. Question 3. Question 3. What type of crop is usually grown in paddy fields? Yes, we've named the pup. Yes, we have. What type of crop is usually grown in paddy fields? It's rice. It's rice. Question 4. What type of mythical animal did St. George, the patron saint of England, slay? I know, very excited. Very excited. It's a dragon. It's a dragon. Question 5. From what tree do acorns come? From what tree do acorns come? It's oak. It's oak. You realise you're going to know how it feels to be me next week. So they'll probably want to see the puppy more than they want to see you. And then you'll know how I feel when they actually just want to see you and not me. What brand? It's not O2, it's not Vodafone, Dave. So what is number 6? What is the name of Harry Potter's owl? It's Hedwig. It's Hedwig. Question 7. In the nursery rhyme, who kissed the girls and made them cry? It was Georgie Porgy. Puddington Pie. Kissed the girls and made them cry. Question 8. What is the name of Doctor Who's time machine? It's TARDIS. TARDIS. Question 9. What kind of food is pawpaw? Is a fruit. Is a fruit. And question 10. The musician, composer, not the dog, Beethoven's first name was Ludwig.
Your dad texted and said, can you have number 5?
Number 5 what? Oh, the number 5 was oak.
I think he meant, I don't know whether he meant for this one or whether he meant for the last round.
No, okay. Well, if you can find out before I get there, that would help. Number 3 was rice. Number 3 was rice, Dave. Okay, right. And on to the next round. Anyone need any repeated answers? If you're not. Can you have time and relative dimension in space?
He needs to text you when I'm playing guitar, so don't people text.
Oh, right. Yeah, it does, yeah. Vicky, you need to explain yourself. I'm lost. Right. Question.
That's what TARDIS stands for.
Oh, right. Sorry.
It's not the name, it's like an abbreviation.
Oh, is it? Okay. All right. All right. Well, I'll take. It is all downhill from here. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. The challenges come in. The challenges have started already. Good. Question 1. In which century was Sir Isaac Newton born? It's the 17th century. He was born in 1643. And number 2. What is the collective noun used for a group of grasshoppers? It's a cloud. It's a cloud. Number 3. A light breeze of between 4 and 7 miles per hour would read as which number on the Beaufort wind force scale? You had 2, 5, and 6. 0 equals calm and 12 equals hurricane. It would actually sit at a 2 on the Beaufort wind scale. Number 4, which part of the human body would you find the atlas bone, the spine or neck? I'll take spine or neck. Question 5, in which year was Concorde officially retired? The answer was 2003. It was officially retired. Question 6, which invention came first? Was it Velcro or the zip? It was, in fact, the zip. The final version launched in 1913, whereas the Velcro was patented in 1955. Or number 7, on which of the planets in our solar system would you weigh the most? The answer was Jupiter. You'd actually weigh 2.34 times the weight on Earth. So I definitely don't want to visit Jupiter anytime soon. Question 8. Which chemical element is sometimes also known as quicksilver? The answer is mercury. The answer is mercury. Question 9. Which is the longest bone in the human body? Is the femur, the thigh bone. It's femur. And question 10. How many chambers are there in the human heart? The answer is 4. The answer is 4. Right, okay, so question 1 of We Are the Champions. Question 1, We Are the Champions. Who won Sports Person of the Year 2019? The answer is, of course, Ben Stokes, the World Cup winner for cricket. Question 2, what nation, what? I said obviously, and you're laughing at that, aren't you?
You said, of course it's this.
Of course, he won the World Cup. Yeah. Anyway, question 2, the what nation won the last Women's Football World Cup? US.
I literally haven't got any of these apart from the Scotland one.
Shh, they didn't know it's Scotland yet. No one knows it's Scotland yet. Can you repeat 5 of which round, Sarah? Can you specify which round? I'm assuming the round before. That one is Concorde officially retired in 2003. It was 2003 that retired. So question 2 of the We Are the Champions. What nation won last Women's Football World Cup? It was USA. It was USA. Question, yeah. So it was 2003 was the answer, Sarah. Right. Question 3 of this round. Who won the last Ryder Cup competition? It was Europe. They won 17.5 to 10.5. Question 4. Which university won the annual boat race last year between Oxford and Cambridge? The answer was Cambridge, and they won the men's and the women's race. Question 5. Which nation won the bid to host the next Winter Olympics in 2022? The answer is Beijing in China. Beijing in China. Question 6. Who won the women's 2019 Wimbledon tennis tournament? It was Simona Halep. Simona Halep. That's Halep. Question 7 is the one everyone's been waiting for. I know I have, and I've been waiting ever since to see it repeated. Which nation won the last ever 5 Nations Rugby Championships, which means they are still and will always be the 5 Nations reigning champions? It is Scotland. Scotland won the last ever 5 Nation Championship, and so the reigning 5 Nations champions. Thank you very much. Question 8. So that was Scotland, reigning champions. Number 7. Did you get that?
I did get that.
Any repeats on that one?
Yeah,
Scotland, sort of. Everyone got that. Okay, good. Right. Okay, Scotland. Question 8. Roger. There'll be no one dropping out. It's fine. We'll make sure of that. Roger Federer, in my opinion, is one of the greatest sporting role models who is top of his sport. But how many Grand Slam titles had he won? Grand Slams. He won 20. Repeat the 7. 7 was Scotland are the reigning 5 Nation champions. Scotland are the 5 Nations reigning champions since we held that title since 1999 as well, which is quite a long record. Right, number 9. I'll do any more repeats at the end. Number 9, not to be sexist, obviously in all this, Serena Williams has won how many Grand Slam titles whilst also having a break to give birth? She's won 23 Grand Slam titles with a break for giving birth, which is quite impressive. Number 7, I'll repeat that in a second. Number 10, Michael Phelps has quite frankly stolen the limelight in the world swimming arena at the Olympics by winning a total of how many Olympic medals? You have the opportunity to have 2 points here. The answer for his total number of medals was 28. the breakdown for the bonus point was 23 golds, 3 silvers, and 2 bronze medals. So if you got the breakdown correct, you get a bonus point. So any repeats? A couple of people want 7 again. Okay, so who is still the reigning champion for the Five Nations in the Rugby Five Nations Champions? And that is Scotland. Scotland's the reigning champions. They have won something important. They've won the last ever Five Nations ring. What's wrong with your dad? Keep up. Have you not heard what I've just been saying? 1 and 5. 1 and 5. Number 1 was who won the Sports Personality of the Year 2019 was Ben Stokes. We'll quickly get through these. Number 5, it was Beijing, China. Is hosting the next Winter Olympics. Martin, until this year, we actually held the Calcutta Cup for 2 years in a row. Thank you very much. Was Scotland? Yes, it was, Jake. It was accurate. No, I know that was accurate. Number 7 is definitely accurate. It's the only thing I can live off at the moment. Well, I at least knew half the people that know me would know number 7's answer anyway. So, right, on to the next one. Where is this going? Which is probably what you're all wondering right now.
Yeah.
All right, chill out. Wow, that was loud. Jeez. Brutal from the local crowd. Right, question 1. What is Europe's largest port? It is Rotterdam. We gave you the options of Antwerp and Hamburg. It's Rotterdam. What? I'm not. No, shh. We're trying to get on with this now. Someone wants me to hurry up. Shh. Background. It's always the backing singers, aren't they? They always take the show. Question 2. What is the only country with a coastline on both the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf? It was Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has a coastline on the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf. Question 3. In which US state is the Harvard University found? It's Massachusetts. Question 4. Apparently one I've repeated. Which city is also known as the Eternal City? It is Rome. So if I've repeated it, then you should all know. Oh, am I boring now? You're yawning at me. Wow. Back chat and yawns. Jesus.
That was a genuine one.
That's genuine. I'm genuinely boring you. Wow. Apparently there is space now in my house because someone is leaving. So rude.
I'm so
Yeah, I'm not sorry at all. You're chuckling away. Quite happy there. Question 5. Well, I just don't look down there for a while. New Haven, New Britain, and New London are all cities in which US state? It's Connecticut. Number 2 was Saudi Arabia, Ken. Number 2 was Saudi Arabia. Number 6, which city is said to double in size? Come on, people, it's Dublin, because it keeps doubling and doubling and doubling. So it doubles. I know, I was quite pleased with that. Chuck.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you. I'm still letting you finish your yawn off. Your heckles. Question 7. Oh, don't start sending me hearts. That's just cheap, pathetic text message. Come on, you can do better than that. Question 7. Which country is Luxembourg the capital of? It is the capital of Luxembourg. Question 8 was a question I didn't realize I put in again. Sabina is an airline from which nation? It is. Come on, Sarah. Come on, I've got to have some light-heart in there. Sabina is an airline from which nation? It was Belgium, which was in the quiz last week. Sorry. Thought I'd made that change. Number 9, which ocean does Fiji sit in? It sits in the Pacific Ocean. So you hopefully got that, Bobby. Number 10, which Scandinavian country would you find the fjords? It was Norway. Right, so this is the last opportunity before we go through to the cocktail anagrams. So we'll do the Simply Irish and then on to the cocktail anagrams. Number 7 was Luxembourg, and number 6 was Dublin. Which city is said to double in size? Dublin. It's Dublin and Dublin. I'm a dad. I'm allowed dad jokes. What I don't commit is yawning and heckling. Right, on to Simply Irish, number 1. 90 years back in 1930, which of these were invented? Was it the Scotch tape, notebooks with spiral bindings, or the first 3D movie release? The first one to be invented in 1930 was the Scotch tape. By Richard G. Drew. The spiral bindings came in 1924, and the first movie released came after that, and it was in that. And when I meant that was the green and red lensed ones, but that came after. 10 years later, I was quite pleased that one. 10 years later, on 1940, the world received something we all take for granted, which was what? Was it the instant coffee invented, the colour television, or the microwave oven? It was the colour television system invented in 1940 by Peter Goldmark. I'm sure someone will tell me otherwise. The microwave was actually invented in 1946, and the coffee was invented in 1938. So which one was invented in 1940? It was the colour television system. In 1950, on to question 3, in 1950 gave us all something we use in some form or another and every day, created by Bell Laboratories and Western Electrics. Which one was it? A TV remote control, a telephone answering machine, or a camera with a built-in flash? It was the telephone answering machine, which obviously has now moved to our mobile phone answer voicemails. But that was created and gave the idea by Bell Laboratories in 1950. So the answer was telephone answering machine. Question 4. The 1st of January 1960, the US patent 2883571 was granted to Elmer Frederick and Emmett Wiley for what invention? Was it the first audio cassette? Was it the tungsten halogen lamp? Or was it the soft compact disc? It was the tungsten halogen lamp. The compact disc came in 1965, and the first audio cassette came in 1962. So both after. Number 5, 1970 saw a boom in technology coming to the consumer market. Which came first? Was it the home music center, or the electronic calculator, or the LED digital watch? It was the electronic calculator was invented in 1970, with the home music system coming in 1972 and the LED watch coming in 1971. 1980, for question 6, Summer Olympics were held in Europe, but which nation held it? Was it France, Greece, or Russia? The answer was Russia. Question 7, along with being the birth year of a very talented and also a spiteful yawner, was a very talented musician next to me. The colour television became a common household must-have. But in 1990, the US animated TV series was invented, which was popular amongst children. Which one was it? And it's still aired to this day. The answer was The Simpsons. Simpsons. Question 8. It's the year 2000. The world didn't end with the Y2K or the Millennium Bug, but new doors opened on the 1st of January 2000 to the public in London and is used by the masses for major events. Yes, very good. What is it? It is the Millennium Dome, but I will accept for the O2 faithful that if you put the O2, but it was actually the Millennium Dome before it had its name rights changed. But for all, obviously, those rivals out there, there is other major events available that people can visit, but they just weren't all open on the 1st of January 2000. Question 9. We step ever closer to present day now, and in 2010, and we also get a step closer to the end of this quiz, we step ever closer to the present day now, and in 2010, a new way of telling our life story began. What mobile phone application launched and is now used by over 1 billion people worldwide? The answer was Instagram. Instagram. Number 10, final one, and then we've got the anagrams. Final one. Today we celebrate Becky's grandmother's 90th birthday, whilst not wishing to remove the focus. But Queen Elizabeth II is the oldest monarch in present day, but how old is she? She was 94 not so long ago. So she is 94. Oh, did it? No, 1989. Well, for this quiz's benefit, it started in 1990, Ben. We'll just go with 1990. No one had known any different. The challenges are in. That's not too bad, actually. I only had 2 challenges tonight.
That's good.
Well, it's quite good. I'm quite pleased with that. And we'll soon find out if I got the anagrams spelled right.
Oh, yeah.
Still got those to go.
Mm-hmm.
Right, are we on to the anagrams to finish up? Yeah, again, thanks again for everyone who's donated and everything like that. It's really kind of you all. One, please. One was the Scotch tea. Scotch tea. 90s here back to 1930. Well, my kids watch it. Right, are we ready for the anagram round? 2 and 3 was the colour television system, and number 3 was the telephone answering machine. Anagrams, you did it right. You don't need any help with anagrams then, Vicky. Right, okay, we're going to crack on with the anagrams then. And then I've got a few WhatsApp groups to catch up on. Okay, so the last one. There we go. So, question 1 of the anagram, the answer was a Singapore sling. Was a Singapore sling. Number 2 was a cosmopolitan. Was a cosmopolitan. So I'm just going to say one of these, and then someone's going to get. That's not the actual name of it, or something like that. You just wait for it. It's going to come in. Number 3 was a Black Russian. Was a Black Russian. Number 4 was the Tequila Sunrise. The Tequila Sunrise. Number 5 was Rusty Nail. Was a Rusty Nail. Number 6 was Sex on the Beach. Number 7 was Manhattan. Was Manhattan. Number 8 was Old Fashioned. Was Old Fashioned. Number 9 was a Bloody Mary. 9 was a Bloody Mary. And the final answer of the whole evening, Martin, here it is, was the Porn Star Martini. The Porn Star Martini. And that, I believe, concludes this evening's events. Have I missed anything?
I don't think so.
No, done shout outs, done birthdays, done thanks and gratitude and advice. So yeah, I'll drop out an email. Target was £100. So if we can get something in. One thing I did say, I've got 6 and 10. You know, one thing I would say is if you are donating, again, please, just chuck a name. I don't care about the amount. It could be £2, £1. Keep that anonymous if you want to. It's fine. It's not about how much. It's more about the principle. Do please just put your name, just so I can thank you, because I appreciate it anyway. So all of it adds up. We've got some better scores this week. Your dad had, that's why your dad wants to comment, because he wants to put his high scores on. Mum and your dad are pretty good quiz master people on this.
Yeah, this is a good one for them.
Was it a good one for them? Well, at least someone's going to be happy. At least someone's going to be happy. So just blame me because I put, the takeaway theme in your head, and then you've got to start thinking about Chinese food rather than the round. Some great scores. Right, so are you playing this out? Playing this out because they're all leaving, they're all heading off now. Thanks again, everyone. Hope you all had a great evening. We will see. I set you targets on like 70, 80 quid last week, and you smashed it by 220 odd quid or something. So I dare say I will be back next week. We will be back next week with probably a little guest. Oh, the boys will be here next week, won't they? Yeah. So they can help with the pub. So you don't have to watch, you can actually take part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might just...
Or you might just have a puppy. So if you want any shout outs, send me a message, drop me a message. That's all great. If you want requests, you have to send them in early so you can actually practice them. You have my email address. Get in contact. Always a pleasure, guys and girls. Have a great week. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully it's sunny. And we'll see you all with a busier, louder, probably messier house. But we'll keep this room nice and tidy so it looks like we're efficient people looking after ourselves.
It's not that.
It's not loud in here, no, unless you're holding it.
Yeah.
And or they're on camera.
Well, he's on camera.
Well, we're on camera. Otherwise, they won't be able to see it.
Yeah, I know. But I'll double it.
I'll hold it.
No.
Oh, is this one that's your dog? Is that when you're going to claim this is my dog now? Thanks, guys. Like, page, subscribe, and I will see you all very soon. How you going to play up?
Yeah.
Oh, it's play. I think my sister's going to hang out here at the very last minute. All right, good job. Good job. She good. She doesn't have a microphone. You're not singing? They want you to sing. They can you sing. Oh yeah, it won't be out the front. No, thanks, Dan. They keep me up all night.
Hence the door.
Oh yeah, this is yours. Yeah, it's not me. Thanks all for coming. See you all later. Good. Thanks for coming. See you later. Get a takeaway next week so I don't distract you. Right, should we get going every night?
Yeah, we need it.
Well, I have a one.